1970 vintage guitars. It's Joel and Amanda here at Rocktown Music doing another info video for you guys. Now, I personally love this guitar because I owned it. Well, I still own it. I'm hoping to sell it, I guess. And the thing to know about vintage guitars is there's a myth that, well, they did this or that better, and that's not exactly true. I think the way to think about vintage guitars is if the company made a good guitar at the time, it probably still stands on its own. Not Guild in this next statement, but there are other companies that really didn't make very good guitars in the 70s. Therefore, those guitars are not good guitars now simply because they're old. They're just old. Now, the vintage Guilds do have some really cool things. That's why I bought this. You know, they're mahogany. It's real wood. It's not some of the cheaper Gibsons and stuff have all the synthetics, and some of the other brands, you know, they're not real woods. They didn't age properly, and they didn't sound good to begin with. But I think what's going to surprise people is how good a new guitar is by comparison. I think you're going to see why this guitar is for sale. And I'm not saying there isn't reasons to own this. That's a totally different discussion. If you were born in 1970 and you love this guitar for that, awesome. Or if you saw Soundgarden, he plays this exact year, I could see why you'd want this guitar. It fills those capacities. But let's listen to what I just played, and let's listen to it on back-to-back, a brand new guitar. So I'm just on the back pickup right now. Also, the tone knobs are almost always noisy on this one. Here's the front pickup. Now I'm just going to unplug. I'm not going to change the cord, the amp, nothing. I'm just going to go to a brand new Guild guitar. We just got this in a couple of days ago. And it's been through our shop, so the action's lowered, the neck is just straight, because obviously when you ship a guitar, a lot of times they've been sitting in a warehouse. That needs to be done, so we do that before we ship or sell. And so, same thing, we're going to go with all the knobs up just like the other one. We're going to plug directly in. Now here's the neck pickup. So here's the point. I think what you're going to hear, and this is just an iPad video, there's whatever Apple put in that computer, that's what you're hearing. We're not doctoring it in any way. What I hear appeals to me on this guitar because the pickups sound punchier, and that's a stock neck pickup in there from Gibson, or from Guild, and this is a stock pickup in here. They did a better job of matching the tone and the woods, and this wood is amazing. Also, there's binding on the neck. This, and there isn't on the older guitars, on most of them. So for a lot of reasons, I just like the tuners more, I like the warranty more, I think it's a cool looking guitar, and you're going to pay at least that or more for a used guitar with no warranty. This thing is $729 brand new with a warranty. Kind of absurd. Come on down to Rocktown Music and play this thing, you will not be disappointed.